Ericsson was founded in 1876, but I'm not going to talk about that. Can you actually believe that we have had mobile phones, commercial mobile phones in 43 years now? 1981 was the year when you probably were the coolest person in town when you were carrying this or dragging it with 7 kilos, 20 minutes of calling time, but still you were pretty cool if you had this one. The price were equivalent to around 6,000 euro. It's very interesting if someone invents something that is groundbreaking and new, like the phones, and together with the phone in the same era we had the PC came, printers came, actually ARPANET, that was then the foundation for internet, came a few years later. So there were a lot of things happening there in the 80s. And if we have those inventions coming, then it's a little bit steep learning curve in the beginning, but after 30 years it flattens out, and then we will see completely new usage of the same invention. And the same thing happened with this. If you compare what this one is designed for, it's just to cut the cord. And now what are we using our phones for? And that happened somewhere in the middle of 3G and 4G. Let us go and see what we did with our networks at that time. Welcome to the networks area of the Ericsson Imagine Studio. And I have to say, when I started at Ericsson year 2000, at that time, the 3G base station that was completely new, it was super state of the art, that was a little bit larger than this box that we have here. And half of it was power amplifiers. And that one could make 384 kilobits per second, which was not so stunning at that time. What really made it fly was in the year 2005 when we launched HSPA, and that was the thing that actually made iPhone to start using mobile connectivity. We saw then also iPads coming, Android came, 4G came. If you remember what I talked about, the inflection points just a few seconds ago, the 30 years after 1981 was 2011, and at that time we started to use our phones for completely different things. But what did enable it? Come over here and I can show you. A big groundbreaking things that changed it for us was when we in 2015 launched the Ericsson radio system. That means that we went from having the big bulky box. Instead, we have these radios that we hang just under the antenna, 30 or 40 meters up. And there we save a lot of energy. And that was the beginning of what we now call breaking the energy curve. We add more nodes now with 5G, but they consume less amount of energy, and we can actually reduce the old bulky boxes and replace them with much more intelligent technology.
Très bien. Un second extrait ici.